Good morning, I'm Charlotte McBride, and you're watching PA Harness Week. I'm reporting from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs this week. It's the home of the 2013 Breeders' Crown. We'll chat a little bit about that coming up, plus all the racing action you can handle in this next half hour. Coming up in this next half hour, we will show you an unbelievable world record last week at Pocono that you won't believe. Plus, the Hamiltonian winner, Royalty for Life, is back on the track and hoping to get back to the winner's circle. And I'll talk with Pocono track announcer Jim Paviglia, who is getting ready for the pressure of calling the Breeders' Crown in October. And a little later, Kelly Connors introduces us to trainer John Butenschoen. Racing's fastest paced half hour starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
There they go.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway. Starting fast outside here is Brent Messenger to the early. 15-5 the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Hello there, Kim Asami, and welcome to another edition of PA Harness Week, where the stars of this show are the equine athletes who perform for your entertainment and enjoyment. I don't know about you, Heather, but I thought that was beautiful.
That was poetry. I mean, sincerely, like, I felt it.
And it's true. And on top of that, we can't leave out the humans that allow people to bet on these equine athletes, right?
That's
Which is, I think, part of the fun. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Much of the fun.
Oh, right. You know, with the season, the summer's kind of winding down to an end, but there's a lot more action. We're going to go through the end of the year, whether you guys like it or not. All right? So let's kick off the action. Heather's got the first race on the dance card. This is a goodie, let me tell you. We are talking about, if you blink, you will miss this. And it was the 9th race on Wednesday, and Heather's got that bad boy for you.
Yeah, it's Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action. The purse is $66,000. You don't usually think of, like, a race, like, for 2-year-old trotting fillies, like, oh, I really want to see this race, you know. But let me tell you,
you really want to see this race.
Yeah, you really want to see this race. Okay, number 3 is Shake It, Carrie. Big time favorite here. She goes into here undefeated, by the way, and just came off that rich win in the Mary Annabelle. Now, however, number 5 is Cooler Schooner, making a habit of, like, going off stride. Yeah, but she is the one that's going to shock in here, and it's not from misbehaving. A lot of things are going to happen to your face, okay? Your jaw is going to drop. Your eyes are going to pop, all right? So let's get to the action.
They're in the far turn, the final time, and it's still Cooler Schooner and John Campbell. They lead the way by 2, but Shake It Carrie is coming closer as they turn for the wire. Cooler Schooner still hanging in there. Shake It Carrie's going to try to get him with Ron Pierce in the deep stretch. They're going to be tough to catch here. Cooler Schooner.
Cooler Schooner is cool as a cucumber. Crosses the wire, 151-3. As my co-host Steve would say, let me repeat that. That sounds relatively important.
I say vaguely, but it's close enough.
151-3. This is important. Okay, it is the fastest mile in harness racing history for a 2-year-old trotter, male or female. Okay.
Either sex.
Yes.
On any size racetrack.
On any size race. You just took the words out of my mouth. Amazing.
Someone put it back in.
All right. Hall of Famer John Campbell in the sulky for his trainer brother Jim Campbell. The owners are Fashion Farms of New Hope, Pennsylvania. So congratulations to them.
We have to add this. The record was broken by 2 full seconds. That is the equivalent of 10 horse lengths. We don't know how good this horse is, but it's going to be a lot of fun to watch and see what happens with this great 2-year-old trotting filly. Woo-hoo.
Can I just say one more thing? She doesn't show you. She shows going off stride a lot, but supposedly, rumor has it, when they were like turning her into a racehorse when she was a baby and they were teaching her the ropes, she was quite crazy out there on the track, but they knew she had speed. When she kept it together, they're like, this girl is crazy fast, and she showed it here.
We really don't have time for you to say that. But you might have heard the voice calling the race was not the familiar voice of Mohegan Sun of Pocono Downs, Jim Baviglia. He took the night off, and George Anthony, as he's known up there as King George, King of the Handicappers, he took his swipe at calling the races. George is a longtime track announcer. But guess what? Jim Baviglia is getting ready. He's tuning up his voice. Me, 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 me. Hanover, Blue Chip, Beaches. He's getting ready to call the Breeders' Crown, which comes up Saturday night, October 19th. All 12 races at Mohegan Sun of Pocono Downs. And our Charlotte McBride caught up with the track announcer to find out how excited is he about what's going to happen.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Pocono Downs track announcer Jim Baviglia. Jim, we're coming off a huge week a few weeks ago, Super Stakes Saturday. What was that like for you?
It was a fantastic card. Not only to have the main 3 stakes races where we had those big $500,000, $350,000, but every race on the card was essentially a stakes race. So we had 7 world records, I should say, either matched or broken throughout a 14-race card. So it's just amazing to be a part of that.
A lot of amazing moments. What was your favorite?
Oh, probably the showdown, with Captain Treacherous, where it just got nipped by Sunshine Beach. And, it took a world record to beat him. And it makes him almost more human as a horse to have that loss and to have something to fight back from. So it'll be interesting to see how he responds to that now, to come back and try to go on to the Breeders' Crown and these other big races, see if he is the true champion that everybody says he is. I think he is, but we'll find out.
And you just mentioned the Breeders' Crown. That's huge coming up. How are you handling the pressure of being the track announcer for the Breeders' Crown?
Honestly, I just look at it as fun. I've never thought of it as pressure. It's just so much fun to be a part of. And so, the bigger the race is, the better for me. I just enjoy doing it. And for the Breeders' Crown, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for it to get here. And after I've kind of had run-throughs with Super Stakes Saturday and Sun Stakes Saturday, because we're going to be seeing a lot of those horses for the Breeders' Crown. So it just should be a lot of fun.
What is it that you look forward to most about a night like the Breeders' Crown?
Just to see all the, how these horses respond to the pressure. You know what I mean? It's people don't look at it, I don't think, sometimes as the horses being athletes, but they are, and they're, they face the pressure just like everybody else. And you could see it as these races develop. You could see it in a race like that with Sunshine Beach holding off Captain Treacherous, and you see I Love the Nightlife, how she rises to the occasion every race, whatever it takes to win, she does it. And that's what I like to see. It's just like any other sport. I like to see how they rise to the occasion and who steps up. If there's going to be upsets, if there's going to be world records, I look at it as a fan almost. I look forward to it as a fan, not so much a race caller.
Well, we're fans as well, and we'll see you here at the Breeders' Crown coming up in October. For now, back to you guys.
Thank you, Jim, and we know you are all psyched about what's going to happen in the Breeders' Crown October 19th. Who can forget 2010? His call was rock and roll heaven when he got 3 quarters, like a 1:19.4, and he went, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh, I wanted to say that.
Go ahead, say it. We got time.
Are you kidding me?
Nice job. I like mine better, though. Okay. Stick around when we come back. We'll have more action from Mohegan Sun of Pocono Downs, so don't go no place.
Pumping out of the 3-hole and moving for the lead now. A special terror for George Knapp.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi there, Kim Wasabi, and welcome back. It's Heather Vitale. I'm Steve Ross, and we've got racing action Saturday's 3rd at Mohegan Sun of Pocono Downs. It was for trotters, non-winners of $25,000 in their last 5 starts. Number 6, Guccio. Sounds like a designer horse name, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it definitely does.
I love that name.
Yeah, with Jimmy Takter went off at 3 to 5. Number 4, From Above. Sounds like divine intervention horse to me, does it not?
Yeah, let's hear the next one. Sounds like what?
Went up at 5 to 2 with Andrew McCarthy. Number 2, Harbor Point. I got nothing to say about this horse. With Eric Carlson with 6 to 1. And here's the call.
Going off stride is the favorite, Guccio makes a break here for Jimmy Tactor. The 1 3-5 shot makes a break as they come home the first time. It's a battle now for anybody as he's got legs, opens up 3 for JD and leads the way past the stands to the half-mile pole as Harbor Point gets the good pocket trip. One more to Kendra Hanover. Then it's from above and Bettis, and far back the favorite making an early break as Guccio. 28-1 is the first quarter mile. They go by the stands and approach the half-mile pole. The one to catch, he's got legs. Jonathan Drury with a comfortable lead. The half-mile 57-1. A 29-second second quarter for He's Got Legs, who gets rated perfectly by JD. Opens it up now to 2. Up on the outside from above now puts on the pressure. At the rail, Harbor Point trying to get into it third. With cover up on the outside, Bettis gets the close-up 4th. Then 2 more to Kendra Hanover. Still far back, it's Guccio who's not going to get there. 3 quarters, 125-1. He's Got Legs at the rail. From above on the outside, puts on the pressure. Bettis gets the great trip with cover. 3 wide and quickly on the move. Harbor Point is at the rail. He'll need racing room. They swing home and drive for the wire. He's Got Legs from above in the center of the racetrack takes over. On the far outside, it's Bettis coming quickly. It's from above and Bettis from above, and Bettis on the outside from above.
Guccio jumped early, giving the Pocono chalk punters immediate heart palpitations. So with Guccio toast from above came first up, and obviously taking a cue from the man with a big G on his sweatshirt, got up to win this bad boy by a neck over number 5, Bettis, off an 8-1 with Dan Rawlings. Number 3, Kendra Hanover, 20-1 bomber with Simon Allard, got third. Saturday's 8th race at the Poke, and Heather's got that for you.
I think you should be covering it. The poetry is just flowing out of your mouth today. I don't know how I'm supposed to be topping it, but okay. Non-winner, $16,000. Last 5 starts, purse is $19,000. Number 1 is Breaking the Law. The favorite in here, mainly been racing at the Big M this year, but he's been pretty consistent, pacing in sub 150 miles. And then there's 2 co-second choices here. Number 3 is Being Bad. He's taking a drop in class, and number 4 is Special Terror. Staying in the same class, last time out he was second.
Popping out of the 3-hole and moving for the lead now is Special Terror for George Knapp. They take over by a full length. Rock Me Please is next at the rail. Being Bad first to pull. Here comes Breaking the Law, 4th, 3rd, and rushing after the leader. Getting the perfect trip is Reckless Rick, who picks up the cover the outside 5th. Locked in up along the inside. Nowhere to go for Being Bad, who's been shuffled back here to the outside. It's Maytime Terra, who's 3rd over 7th. Along the inside, it's Prince Sharker, No Boo, and Caviar Key, 55-1. Midway the backstretch, the second and final time, and on the lead, Special Terror by a little more than a length. On the outside, Breaking the Law is now second and rushing up toward the leader. The great trip, Rock Me Please in the pocket, 3rd. Reckless Rick with second over, perfect trip here, 4th and on the move, 3 quarters, and 123 flat. Midway the far turn, the final time, Special Terror hanging in there. Breaking the Law still putting on the pressure. Reckless Rick trying to get into it as they swing home and drive for the wire. Special Terror still under a drive. Up the rail, Restless Rick trying to get there, and Breaking the Law far outside. Maytime Terror through the stretch to the finish. It's Breaking the Law.
I need an Afghan or a comforter or something. That was a blanket finish.
That was.
Yes,
that was
totally.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, for those of you who don't know what a blanket finish is, okay, it's when you can take a blanket, right, and put it over top of the horses at the finish line, and it would cover the horses.
It's a hell of a big blanket.
That's what I think they mean by blanket finish, isn't it?
You take it to the picnic, you use it on the horses. It's fine, yeah, whatever.
All right. Yeah, it's only a neck separating 4 horses, Breaking the Law. Battles first up, grabs the win in 151-1 just by a smidge with Matt Kikali in the bike for our trainer, Ron Burke. Reckless Rick was second. Being Bad was 3rd. Maytime's here, right there for 4th. Luckily, we've got Kelly Connors standing by, and she's with trainer John Butenshone, and we're going to learn about that conditioner from Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs.
Thanks, guys, here at Pocono with trainer John Butenshane, a very talented stable here at Pocono. John, talk to us about who's in your barn this year.
We got quite a few good ones in the barn this year, and now it's a matter of making some money with them. Johnny Rock, my pacing colt from last year, New Jersey Sire State colt, a little disappointing. He's pacing out here 48, 49, so he's coming back well. A trotting colt, Punxsutawney, and then a bunch of other 3-year-olds. And the 2-year-olds are starting to get going.
How many do you have in all?
Right now, we come up from Florida with 42. I think we're down to 36 or so now. And we'll start getting rid of a few other ones in the next couple of weeks when Kentucky gets done with, and Pennsylvania will be turning some of them out and then bringing them back next year. So we're kind of winding down, and we'll concentrate on the better ones.
What do you enjoy about working with those young, talented horses and bringing them up and training them and getting them ready to race?
I like the aspect of getting the young ones to the races. It's something that we've always done. I've never really had much for claimers or old horses. I like knowing the problems that they have if they develop something instead of inheriting it from somebody else, and given the benefit of the doubt. My owners are really good. We can give them the time. There's no pressure a lot of times to try and race them next week. I mean, if you claim one for $20,000, the owners are on you. If they got a little problem, fix them and race them. Not my kind of bag. I get as much enjoyment down in Florida or up here making equipment change, doing shoe and change, whatever, and having the colt go out and do well. And it's fun watching them grow up from babies. I mean, we put the harness on them for the first time and go through all of that, and then when they get to the winner's circle, it's fun. It's proud.
I understand, obviously, you're a talented trainer, but you drive sometimes as well?
No, not really. Don't drive. I get around the racetrack sometimes. I said that's what I turned 50 and I resurrected my driving career. I drove that Valley of Sin up here, and that made me, I was 0 for the millennium. So from 2000 to 2013, I was an 0 for. So I think the owners get a bigger kick out of it as long as they don't have any real big expectations about what I can do or not do. But I like to get around there once in a while. It's kind of fun.
Good luck to you throughout the season, John. Obviously doing well, and good luck and congratulations on not being an 0 for any.
Well, thank you, yeah.
We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, John, and thank you, Kelly, and continued success to you. When we come back, we're going to have some action from right here, where we're doing the show right now at Harrah's, Philadelphia. It's a good one, so stay tuned.
It is Live On trying to see it through. A length and a half in front, driven out. Dynamic Youth gets chase up the open stretch.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hi there, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. Along with Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross. And as promised, action from right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. Sunday's 11th was the feature race. The condition pays for winners over $25,000 in their lifetimes. Means high-class horse flesh, $30,000 on the line. Number 1, Dynamic Youth, who broke in his last start against those tough free-for-allers, gets some class relief today and goes off at 3-5 with Andrew McCarthy. Number 8, the always Hickory Tough, Blatantly Good, with Georgie Knapp was 5-2. Like the Hickory Tough thing?
I do, yeah.
Tough. I don't know
It sounds very brawny, paper towelish.
Thank you, it does. I think you're right. Number 4, Best Jet Yet, 5-1 with Eric Carlson. And with the call, our buddy James Withright.
On the outside, Live On shows the most speed. Best Jet Yet's forwardly placed from between rivals. Dynamic Youth is up close and joined wide by Blatantly Good. They're a joint third on the first turn. And Live On peels off to lead by 2.5 lengths. Blatantly Good switches into attack mode, taking second over from Best Jet Yet. And Dynamic Youth drop back to fourth, 4.5 lengths off the lead. It's 3 farther back to Beaver Creek Artist in fifth in the white shadow roll. They're followed next by Freddie Day Hanover. Feel Like a Fool. And at the back of the pack is Perrito Caliente. The pace is quick, up front 26-1. And Live On passes the winning post the first time with a 2-length lead. Blatantly Good has settled into the pocket spot with Best Jet Yet, tracking from third and trying to move closer. Dynamic Youth floats first over with 3.5 to make up, and Dynamic Youth is gaining ground steadily with Beaver Creek Artist tracking second over at race's midpoint. Freddie Day Hanover is third over with 6 lengths to make up right now, 2.5 better than Feel Like a Fool. In the back marker, Perrito Caliente is guided wide, while 9 lengths behind Live On after a 54-1 half mile. 3/8 to go. Live On's 2 clear from Dynamic Youth, an isolated second. Blatantly Good gapping the pocket, dropping back 4 lengths from the lead. and Beaver Creek Artist wide of that was left uncovered but flattening out at the quarter pole. So Freddie Day Hanover behind Stale Cover had to move 3 wide, but has 7 lengths to make up. Best Jet Yet's in traffic, followed by Perito Caliente, and out the back, Feel Like a Fool's never been a threat. 121 and 3 for 3/4, and the field turns for home. It is Live On trying to see it through. A length and a half in front, driven out. Dynamic Youth gives chase up the open stretch, and he's going a good bit better as they come up to the post.
Dynamic Youth strong at the end, won it by 2 and 150 and 3. Number 7, Live On, off at 6-1 with Matt Kakali, cut the mile and lived for second. Best Jet Yet finished third, but made a break, bothering a bunch of horses near the 3/4, and was placed last by the stewards, the judges. As a result, number 3, Feel Like a Fool, a 40-1 bomber with Montreal Teague, finished fourth, but was placed third. Time now to go to Vernon Downs, the 3/4 mile track, and a great race. You know why it was great? Because the Hambo winner and a lot of his contenders were in there.
That's right. It's a $360,000 Weg Memorial Trot. This is for 3-year-old colt trotters. You're right. There's a lot of really good horses in this race. Corky won the Earl Beale Memorial. We've got the Hambo winner, though. That is really who this is starring. Number 8, it's Royalty for Life. After he won the Hambo, he ended up losing the next time he raced. However...
The Colonial.
Yes. He is back in New York. He's a New York sired horse, and this is like a homecoming of sorts for him.
I love New York.
Off stride is Spider Blue Chip as they move by the stands, and Spider Blue Chip joined off stride by order by keeper. The quarter time was 27 and 1/5. They round the turn and head for the 3/8 marker, and Royalty for Life, this year's Hambletonian winner, now sets the pace and leads it by a length. Corky is second for David Miller. Racing in third is Smilin' Eli. Along the inside, racing in fourth is Jack's 2 Open. Coming on the far outside is Pine Credit. Also on the move outside, Modest Prince, as they pass the half in 58 seconds flat. They're on to the far turn and the 5/8 marker, and up front, leading the way is Royalty for Life. He's at his best when he's on his own on the front end. Coming, though, on the outside is Pine Credit to argue over the lead, and now Pine Credit and Royalty for Life are in a Downs Donnybrook for the top spot. Closing in, Modest Prince on the outside third. Down along the inside, Corky has been shuffled back to fourth, gaining ground on the extreme outside as they come to the top of the stretch. Smilin' Eli, 3/4 and 126 flat. They're off the turn into the payoff patch. Down along the inside with the advantage, Royalty for Life.
Royalty for Life and Corky, they both leave really alertly out of the gate, but it's Royalty for Life. He actually grabs the front. Corky gets in the 2-hole. It looks pretty uneventful from there, except when they get to about the 3/4 pole, here comes Pine Credit. The horse is 150 to 1. Corey Callahan has also been parked with this horse the entire mile, but Corey keeps this horse going. He is 150 to 1, okay? And he's parked the whole mile, and he is neck and neck with Royalty for Life. Like looking him right in the eye. And he finishes third. That Pine Credit does. I was just amazed by that.
I mean, who comes first up with a horse that's 150 to 1?
Well, Corey couldn't find a hole.
Right.
And then he I think Corey's a great driver anyway, but we should get back to the winner. Actually, the winner was Royalty for Life with driver Brian Sears, trainer George Ducharme. Wins in 153 and 1, and yes, it was his. He's the homecoming king, the New York sired horse winning at Vernon Downs. Corky was second, by the way.
Okay, do you think we're done? We're not, because when we come back, we're going to go. How about this? Up north to Mohawk Raceway, we're going to see the limbs of the Canadian Pacing Derby and also the Metro for 2-year-olds. Woo! It's going to be great. Don't go away.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, Wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi there, welcome back to PA Harness Week. And as promised, let's go to Mohawk Raceway. Boy, they had some racing up there, as they often do north of the border. Okay, the first was the first limb of the Canadian Pacing Derby. The first of four. Boy, talk about free-for-all talent in here. Number 7, Bolt the Doer. The 7-5 chalk with Mark McDonald put on a powerful performance, beating a star-studded field of free-for-allers by 3 in 148-1. Number 4, Sweet Lou, second betting choice at 9-5, was second. Number 6, Tokyo, went off at an uncharacteristic 60-1 with Brett Miller, but still close for third. In the second Canadian Pacing Derby limb, race 10 at Mohawk, the field was reduced to 5 with 2 scratches. What are we needing and thinking out loud? Leaving 5 starters, number 6, Pet Rock with Dave Miller, the 65 chalk. But it was number 2, a Rock and Roll Dancers in great form right now. 3-2 second choice with Tim Tetrick, who got the money, winning in a sparkling 147-3. Just living to beat number 4, Clear Vision, off a 6-1 with Brett Miller, who closed in, ready for this, 25 flat to just miss a neck. Number 5, foiled again, off at 4-1 with Yannick Gingras, finished third.
Okay, now we're going from the older pacers to the younger pacers. The 2-year-old pacing Colts, 3 Metro eliminations. Each purse is $40,000, and the favorites come through for their supporters, or the winners, all the favorites. So first it was Arthur Blue Chip taking command by the half and setting the remainder of the fractions, including the finish line in 151-2. Randy Waples was the winning driver for trainer Ian Moore. Luck Be With You was there for the place spot, and Tell It Like It Is was third. In the next division, Western Vintage grabbed the lead after the quarter and then never looked back, winning in 151-3 by 2 lengths with Yannick Gingras at the controls. Nancy Johansson is the trainer, by the way, and Nancy happens to be the daughter of Jimmy Takter, so she graduated from the Harvard of harness racing. Winds of Change was second, played again, Sam was third. Finally, it was the third division. They saved the fastest for the lastest. It was Let's Drink On It, who held on by a neck after doing much of the work on the front to win in 151-1. The colt was driven by Jimmy Murrell Jr. for driver Joe Siegman. Boom Boom Ballykeel was there for second, while Beat the Drum took home show honors. So the top 3 finishers make the final, which is going to be an amazing race, $683,000, plus a 4th place finisher made the final. So you got to make sure you watch the Canadian Pacing Derby final and the Metro final. I think She's a Great Lady finals at Mohawk tonight too.
That's true.
So you don't need your passport, right? You can come to Harris, Philadelphia, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, take in the action.
Boy, you just earned your pay for today, girlfriend. On a serious note, we would like to pass along get well wishes to Terry Scott. Who is he? He's the outrider at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, and he got hurt doing what those guys do and don't get much attention for, trying to collar a loose horse. So we wish you well. Get well soon, Terry Scott of Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. And that's going to be a wrap for this edition of PA Harness Week.
Let me just remind everybody, did you know you could get tickets soon for Breeders' Crown?
You're right, September 7th, right?
Yes.
Oh, thank you,
I just wanted
girlfriend.
to tell everybody that because I'm so excited, and maybe someone will buy my ticket for me.
Good girl.
If I put it out there.
There you go.
Like you.
Maybe. For all of us here at PA Harness Week, including Bruce Casella, Kelly Connors, Charlotte McBride, and all what's-her-face over here, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace, just a taste, and get high on harness.
It's only natural.
There they go.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway.
Starts fast outside there. Express Messenger to the air.